We're Syringe. I'm Patrick. I sing and I make the bleeps and the bloops and the awful lyrics. That's all on me.
I'm Kevin. I'm the drummer percussionist, and I'm the diabetic of the band.
I am.
There you go.
I'm Dave, Dr. Reichman. I play rhythm.
He's the Reichman for the job.
I play rhythm and lead guitar, and I get all the women, except for I only get one woman, and I like to party.
All right. I apologize, guys. I'm going to pause this real quick. You're going to be looking at a blank wall. My kid's
Awesome.
going nuts.
Woo!
Everything that can go wrong at this moment is going wrong. Can you hear my kid crying?
Story of my life.
Right? I'll be right back.
Okay, that's good.
It's a pretty awesome blank wall, I will say.
I like the black. I mean,
I like the hint of
the
gray.
hint of gray. What the light? The light.
I
is
really
so nice.
hope that this is what my afterlife looks like.
It's gonna that little bit of hope. Is that what you're talking about? Just that little bit of hope is there.
I mean, it's not completely black, but there's nothing else.
I don't know what though. That's a really good camera though. Except for the zooming in part, but it's doing that by motion.
Yeah.
You can probably like zoom in manually somehow.
Don't fuck with it, Bill.
Don't fuck with anything, Bill.
Bill, I will eat
I
your
still
fucking
hear
heart.
you guys.
What?
I can still hear you.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
You turn the zoom off.
Yeah, it's off.
Okay. No, Bill, we don't want to see your ugly ass face any bigger. Oh,
Bill.
God.
Turn it off.
I did off too. It's off now. Zoom
Bill.
in a little farther.
Don't turn it on again.
No,
That's supposed to be.
you're still on.
Patrick, you're my way. Patrick, you're my way.
It's on! Bill, will you leave the fucking thing off? God, give me that damn thing. Give me it.
I can't get on my way anymore.
Patrick was doing that and the damn camera kept moving over stage.
All right.
Hey, there's a kid!
We've got a guest. He's hanging out with me.
So watch your mouths.
Yeah, I think so.
What was that?
Patrick.
Hey, you made the kid smile. That was...
I can't take you anywhere. Not even you're out of the party.
Alright, so Abel's my buddy. He's going to be hanging out with us, if that's okay with you. Because dad life.
What's that?
I said he's going to be hanging out with us for a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
What's the static? Sounds like somebody's moving something.
Could be my fan.
Sounds like someone really wanted to get to the bottom of a bag of chips.
Is that
That's
better?
how many times. The chips were for everyone.
Are we good?
I'm not hearing anything over here, guys. Is it still
Good
doing
now.
it?
Yeah,
we
it's
don't
on.
care now, whatever it was.
Oh, I was sitting it on my lap, and now I've just set it to the side. This
That's my lie.
whole like last 5 minutes, we're gonna edit that out.
You know the conversation we had about his afterlife?
Possibly. I don't know. I'll watch it because I couldn't hear anything, and if it's good, I'll keep it. Actually, I might just load this whole thing because I like it and it's funny. You good? High five? No? Okay. But all right. So, Kevin.
Yeah.
So, I've been lately, ever since I started revamping this whole ever since I start picking up Throwdown again, I've noticed a lot of bands, and I've never thought of this before, a lot of bands have diabetics in them. Have you ran into any other bands you guys have played with that have had a diabetic?
Oh, actually, I haven't.
No? I don't know if it's because we do rock concerts for diabetics that only the bands with diabetics in them have found us, or what, but it seems like, and statistically, 1 in 5 people have diabetes, and if a band of 5 people, odds are one of them has it. So, but I just noticed that, and I'm thinking now it's probably because of what we do and what we do it for. Just a lot of the bands that have came to me have a diabetic in them. I just thought that was interesting. But
Yeah, we got a lot of static there.
Yeah, a lot of static.
I lifted it up again. I'm just not going to lift it up anymore. You guys have got to be. When I lift it up, the fan's little vent probably gets louder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me the backstory to Syringe. Like, how did you guys meet? Come up with the name? Like the whole standard question.
That falls on you there, Pat.
Yeah,
This group sitting in front of you now is just.
Syringe has gone through many changes over the years. It was started with me and a friend in high school, John Gensch. He's he's the other founding member, and he played with Syringe for about 10 years. We, we're more of a hobbyist kind of band where we did a show like once every month or so, and that was about it. Wrote an album, like every 3 years. And, he kind of felt he needed to move on, and I had an opportunity to play a show, and I was like, John, please play the show! And he was like, it's not the right move for me. And I was like, Dave, John won't play the show! I want to play this show! And he's like, I'll do it.
I came in as a temporary guitarist, and we got along so well that I think, didn't you have to beg and plead with John to let us write a new album because he was the co-founder?
I didn't have to beg and plead. I had to make some concessions. Like there's a handful of songs that we can't play just because they're his songs.
Right, but I came in and then we wrote our song Saul Goodman on the Hope for the Worst album. And
That song, it's on your SoundCloud, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hope for the Worst. So good. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember listening to that one. I'm pretty sure.
I sent you that one actually.
You did. You did. That's
that.
what I remember it from.
And Bill came in because I don't exactly know how that got brought up.
It was like a while ago when you kind of like a couple months in you joining, like, hey Bill, we were talking about maybe getting another member, like a bassist. I put it off for a while, like, no, not right now. I'm doing my recording stuff. I kind of want to lay back. And I'm finally like, what the hell? I'll do it. I have nothing else going on now.
Why not? I mean,
and all we needed was a drummer. Which, a little bit of side information, us three have been playing together for like, what, 5, 6 years?
About 6 years.
So naturally we call Kevin first.
okay.
I was in 2 different bands, and I actually quit one of those bands to join with these guys because, well, for one, I always liked the Syringe music, everything that I was hearing, and I don't know, it seemed like the time was right for me to do something different musically than I had done before, and when I heard that they were more than willing to bring me in with open arms, I said, okay, I'm there. And I haven't been with these guys very long. It's been
long enough, Kevin.
long enough. Okay, it's been long enough, apparently. Apparently it's been long enough.
Been too long, sorry, Kevin. We hate to say this one.
Just a little tidbit. The stuff that, the songs that I sent to you, the songs that people can get online and listen to right now, none of that actually has me in it.
Or me.
Or Bill, for that matter.
Because I joined right after the latest album was put out.
Yeah, Hope for the Worst was,
So what you're telling me is you guys are pirating music.
No.
I'm
Patrick
kidding.
and
I kid.
Patrick and I wrote Hope for the Worst, just him and I. And
Right now, with the songs that are played live and whatever, all the electronic drums, the impulse drums, the backup drums, all that stuff is is still played live, and then I came in and put my own twist beats to it. I started doing my own. Some of the songs I kind of follow the backups. Other songs I just go off my own little thing and make it my own. And now with the album that we're starting to work on, which we were working on earlier tonight, with impulse drums, backup drums, and everything. But then I am going to actually go in and record drums for this album. So, like I said, it's a new era of Syringe, because Syringe has never had an actual drummer before. And
this was the song you guys were working on before you got on this session.
Yeah, we were working on one of the new songs for the album before we got on with you. What did you say the name of it is?
Promosexual?
Promosexual.
I like
I
it.
can explain that one to you.
But what you're saying is your music is more important than getting online with us. I get it. I'm not offended. I'm kidding. Smile. Laugh. See, it's not as funny when I have to tell you when to laugh.
I'm sorry.
You should have a little applause paddle. You raise it up.
So let's step out of the. Have you guys been interviewed before?
Yeah.
Kevin has not. Us three have.
Where all have you guys been interviewed? Like, were you on the 6 o'clock news or police scanners? Or?
They didn't want that. It's like right before he joined.
I think I went on a rant about getting naked and stealing a fire truck.
Something like that.
Are strange places. I don't know what I've done.
Buddy, I'm diabetic. You've never had low sugars? It messes with you. Now I'm having a problem. My son wants to sit on the bed but play with the iPhone, and the cord won't reach and doesn't understand he can't do both at one time. Sorry.
Sounds like my 5-year-old.
Like, it's literally having a kid is like having a drunken midget right next to you.
So it's like having a shorter Patrick. Imagine a shorter Patrick.
We have now. I am halfway off, and he's on my Facebook, so I don't know what's about to start happening. Actually, he's on Throwdown's Facebook, so this could get bad. But we'll carry on. What? What do you want? Now you want over there. God. Kids are needy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a few messages because of on one of the statuses. I was saying a joke about the different questions we'll ask, the boxers and briefs, and I promise you, I got probably about 20 messages saying that I have to ask boxers or briefs. It's the strangest thing. I was just trying to be funny, and people
Boxer
actually
briefs.
want to know.
Yes.
Do what?
Boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs.
I'm
for
okay
us.
with that. I wear them myself.
Or
Well, I'm more like, I don't know.
Bill wears thongs.
Yeah, okay, say.
Banana hammocks?
a former member advocated banana hammocks.
I mean, no shame in this game.
John.
You can't slam him.
Yeah, John advocated banana hammocks.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I've seen it. I've seen John in a banana hammock.
So when you
I
guys
just like it
come,
when Bill holds my nuts.
when you guys come and play Throwdown at some point, you're going to be on stage in nothing but banana hammocks.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I will.
Well, we'll wear our masks too.
How even creepy.
It's like some
Okay,
awkward.
This has got to happen now.
It's like some awkward gay porn movie. We've got masks and banana hammocks everywhere. Everywhere.
Will and I wear collars. Sometimes we connect them with chains.
Okay. That's definitely going on the clip when we post this. So you guys are caught. So quick question. How did you guys get the name Syringe? I've been wondering that because as a diabetic, and Kevin pointed that out to me. I mean, it just kind of works perfectly.
Syringe is not a reference to drugs. It's more of a reference to lethal injection. People have their symbol of hope, the crucifix, Christians, but it's also a symbol of death. Well, the modern form of execution is lethal injection. So one man's symbol of hope is another man's tool of death.
That is metal as fuck.
That's metal as fuck.
That's insane.
That's Patrick. That's metal as fuck, but we're an industrial band.
Who knows,
Hey, see, that's... And I don't know how you guys feel about this, but there are... What? My kid's pissed. He's not on Facebook right now.
I get the same way.
Kids, God damn it, I gotta go on Facebook.
No, like, I give him my iPhone, and he'll hit the home button, but then get pissed because he's now can't scroll through Facebook. He's 2 years old, and he will scroll through a newsfeed. I'm dead serious. He has no idea what he's looking at, but he's doing it. But, what you were talking about, like, the industrial, and the post-hardcore, and the grunge, and the blah, 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 blah. There are so many different kinds of rock, and people get really upset when you say they're one kind of music. Like, they get really defensive. So what do you guys, how do you feel about that? Have you experienced this at all?
For us to claim that we are one thing or another, or a very fine-tuned definition.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone's like, "Oh, so you're a metal band?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure, we're a metal band." Because we have some metal songs, and then they listen to us like, "Oh no, you didn't play like Sweeps, man. You're not fucking metal.
You're not doing hardcore breakdowns or anything."
Like we say we're industrial. Somebody would be like, well, yeah, but you play like guitar. You don't have just like arpeggiators all the time. That's not industrial.
And there was more than one guy on the stage.
Oh yeah.
The only way I could describe us, I think we talked about this last session, was that we're like an old school industrial mixed with a new metal sound. I don't know. That's just the way it makes most sense to me. But
we're four guys with very limited talent discovering ourselves in a closet.
Septimus Rhyme from Exostra actually said that we are mechanical dildo rock.
I saw that! Mechanical
That's the best
dildo
description.
rock. Mechanical dildo rock. That is beautiful. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard a band describe. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of... I hearing it from the band's perspective, I host this webpage, and I've always liked metal music, and I'm a fan of A Day to Remember, but people are like, that's pop, and like, people get so categorized in their music and so attached to one particular thing. And if you think one thing is a whole... I've been swarmed by people saying, this is not such and such group, this belongs in this group. So, I've never heard a band's take on that, so I figured I'd get yours.
Personally, I think that there are too many different kinds of metal genres these days.
Thank you.
It used to be just like metal and thrash metal and speed metal or just metal, and then new metal came along, and I was fine with that. Now there's like post metal hardcore death or whatever, and I'm just like, what? It's like every time someone does something a little bit different, they have to think of a new name for the sound that they are making.
Does country music have this problem?
No, it's all just country music. Well,
Everyone in country is just country.
Right.
Well, now kind of a lot of new country stuff starting to get that country rock. Not all the rock stars, but yet the country. It's like...
Yeah. I mean, some of them, like, they're starting to bring in the electric guitars and different wah pedals and overdrives and stuff like that, so I can see it.
So they call it like country rock or something like that.
There's actually one guy, and he's done a lot of work with a lot of famous country musicians, but he does hip-hop covers of their songs.
Huh.
And I don't my brain gets confused when I listen to it. So
Personally, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Personally.
Personally, I have a like.
yeah.
Spit it out, Dave.
I don't like country music, and I kind of want to destroy it. That's kind of my standpoint on country.
I graduated in a class of like 200 people. I live literally in the woods. The house I'm in right now, I'm on a dirt road. My high school was in a cornfield. Like field. This is where I grew up. Everybody listens to country. On one, every other country artist on the market. Like everybody listens to everything where I'm from. So I like it, but you guys don't like it, so you don't like me. I get it.
As long as you know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
As long as we're on the same page here.
I grew up. I do like the older country stuff. I grew up to like what my grandpa listened to and everything, and then that's. I don't have any problems with country.
I like Johnny Cash. Does that count?
Dude, Johnny Cash is a rock star.
Right.
Johnny Cash is a badass.
Like, I'll listen to my cousin plays in a bluegrass band. I'll go and listen to him and enjoy it. Now come play our industrial metal stuff. So I'll go from one extreme to another.
So, can you guys do like a collaboration and bring his bluegrass into like?
Wow, I don't think that's anything we've ever thought about.
I'm just saying, a fiddle in your guys' music would sound awesome.
He plays a banjo.
Banjo would work too.
Yeah, that's what he plays. My cousin plays a banjo.
And
Wow.
side note,
Banjo
are
infused
you
industrial,
smoking a
so
pipe?
That would,
Yeah, I'm willing to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is he smoking a pipe?
Me?
Yeah.
It's one of those e-cigs.
Oh, I thought he's just like puffing on like a Sherlock Holmes pipe. I'm like, that's awesome.